Who wants to go Dutch? And welcome back to Cliffieland. This is Week in Country number 124 and our second attempt of cooking food of every single country in the world. And tonight up to the nation of the Netherlands. The Netherlands, a nation located in Europe, mostly in Europe actually, bordered by Belgium and Germany. I say mostly because the Netherlands also contains some constituent states which are located in the Caribbean Sea. Now they have their own specific cuisine, but talking about the mainland country, its cuisine varies across the country from the inland to the seashore. You'll find dishes involving seafood, lots of dairy, and lots of delicious pastries, and they're particularly known for their great delicious cheeses. Now, last time we managed to cover something that covered not only the rustic traditional cuisine, but the more modern cuisine, which is a lot more international. That means we have to find out how things went when we tried this whole thing last time around. Well, last time on the Global Cooking Challenge, I did have the privilege of being able to cook over 2 nights, and the first night I did something that reflected a lot of the modern international cuisine in the Netherlands, which is influenced a lot by the foods of the former Dutch colonies, in this case specifically Indonesia and Suriname. So I did a peanut sauté dish, which was super delicious, one of the best things I've ever done. It involved an ingredient called candle nuts, which I had to take a long trip to find, but it was totally worth it. Unfortunately, we didn't have a grill here, and I wanted to do something that reflected more the traditional mainland Netherlands cuisine, so didn't get to work on that one this time. Now, the second night, I did 3 things, and unfortunately, I tried to do them all at once, so they didn't go that well. The first part of that was a braised beef, which came out being really delicious, involved juniper berries, and we're looking forward to doing that one again. The other 2 dishes, though, I really don't know what I was doing, because I tried to do something that's called the shaken pot, which I found a recipe for, but as I understand it, that involves meat, and the thing I had didn't involve meat at all, so I didn't do it well, oops. And I served that with a grandma's red cabbage, which I kind of overcooked, and it really wasn't as good as it should have been. So therefore, tonight we're going to do 3 dishes in one night. We're going to try again with that braised beef, because that was really delicious. I wanted to do that one again. It takes a long time to cook. And we're doing that with a coleslaw, a Dutch coleslaw. That actually comes from the Dutch word coleslaw. And since the beef is traditionally served with potatoes, I mean, you really can have a traditional Dutch dish without potatoes, it seems. I am doing a Dutch potato dish, which is really basic, involving frying the potatoes in bacon fat. So now, let's take a look and see what go into those 3 dishes. First, for our traditional Dutch slow-braised beef, we'll need 2 pounds of beef for stewing, cut into 2-inch chunks, cleaned and patted dry, 3.5 tablespoons of butter, salt and pepper to taste, 3 large onions finely chopped, 3 1/4 cups of beef stock, 1 stick of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of juniper berries, 3 bay leaves, 4 cloves, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And then for our Dutch two-cabbage coleslaw, we'll need, for the dressing, a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of grainy mustard, 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, and for the salad, a 1/4 head of red cabbage finely chopped, a 1/4 head of white cabbage finely chopped, 2 carrots grated or cut into tiny cubes, 1 leek sliced very finely, 1 red bell pepper cut into tiny cubes, a 1/2 cup of watercress sprouts or mixed sprouts, and chopped walnuts or diced apples optionally. And finally, for our Dutch pan-fried potatoes, we'll need about 1 pound of Dutch baby potatoes, preferably boiled the day before and refrigerated overnight, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 small onion diced, and 4 slices of thick cut bacon diced. That looks like it's going to be really yummy. It's time to get cooking.
First, heat the butter in a large Dutch oven, and in batches brown the meat. Season with salt and pepper, reserve the meat, and allow the onions to soften, about 10 minutes. Then return the meat to the pot, pour the stock into the Dutch oven, and then add the cinnamon stick, juniper berries, bay leaves, cloves, and vinegar, and bring it to a boil. Once the stew comes to a boil, reduce the temperature to low and cover, and allow it to simmer for at least 3 to 4 hours. First, make the dressing. In a large bowl, mix mayonnaise, mustard, and vinegar. Mix it well, then add the red cabbage, white cabbage, carrots, leek, red bell pepper, watercress, and chopped walnuts or diced apples if using. Toss with the dressing, cover and refrigerate until serving. Cut the potatoes into thick slices, heat the butter in the pan, and fry the diced bacon. Remove the bacon when slightly crispy, and add the potato slices to the grease. Make sure each slice touches the bottom of the skillet, then turn the heat to low and slowly fry the potatoes until golden. Flip them over to the other side until both sides are golden. You may have to do several batches. When the potatoes are golden on both sides, quickly saute the diced onion in the grease, and toss it with the bacon and the potatoes. Season with salt to taste. Plate servings of the beef, the potatoes, and the coleslaw. Wipe plates and serve.
How did that turn out? Well, it was really very nice. I was very happy to actually have this time an actual Dutch oven to cook the Dutch food. And the braised beef was really delicious. It was nice, fall apart tender, had the delicious flavors from the bay leaves and the juniper berries and the cinnamon. It was just really wonderful. My only complaint was that I would have liked longer for those flavors to settle and for it to reduce a little more, because I kind of ran out of time on that, but I'm sure it's going to be even better for leftovers. So I'm going to give the Dutch slow-braised beef 4 out of 5 globes, really yummy, maybe 5 when I get those leftovers. As for the other two dishes, first going with that coleslaw, it was really nice. It had that really nice combination of different flavors from the different vegetables, although I really felt that there really wasn't enough of the dressing in there, so I didn't really get as much of the mayonnaise and mustard flavor as I'd like, because, you know, those two things are really traditional in the Dutch cuisine. So I'm going to try to improve on that if I do that next time. And the third dish, which was those potatoes, what I wound up doing was kind of mixing up a couple different recipes for the potatoes, but it came out okay. It wasn't really quite the big pieces of potato that it was expecting. Still, it came out very nice, had the nice flavor of the bacon fat. So I'm going to give that one 4 out of 5 globes. 2 really nice, really basic potato dish. So that does it for this stint in Europe and the Netherlands. Thanks, everyone. Next week, we head to my favorite country on the entire planet. We go all the way to the other side of the world to have the food of New Zealand. See you then. And remember, if you'd like to see our streams live when they happen, follow us on Periscope or Facebook Live. Like and subscribe to be advised when these videos are posted. If you have any thoughtful feelings or helpful suggestions about the food that we're cooking, sound off in the comments. Remember, links to the original recipes, remember these aren't my recipes, are found in the About section. And tune in next time. Thanks for watching and happy eating!